So technically, glasses sa tapos sa
Happy Andy.
right now, I am an Oculus.
Uy. Jim. Uy. Saan ka sumakay?
Sa harap.
My friend.
That's not my friend.
Ito ba yung ginagalit mo?
Complete. So let's start our I will meet everyone, ha? If you want to say something, raise your hand. Please raise your hand button there, okay? Okay, Matt. Matt A. Yes. So let's have and balik tayo every week. Justin, can you lead the prayer? One is algebraic expression, and then we have the variable, and then we have the constant, the terms, the numerical and literal coefficients, exponent, and the polynomials and its type, the monomial, binomial, and trinomial. So you need to memorize all of these by the end of our discussion. So the first one, what is algebraic expression? Can we hear Jim Rod's voice? Okay, Jim Rod, we can hear you. Okay, I think Jim Rod has technical difficulties with his mic. Thank you, Jim Rod. So an algebraic expression can be a number, a single variable, or a combination of numbers and operations. Okay, it could be a number, a single variable, or combination of numbers and operations. So titingnan natin kung how it looks like. So what is variable? Can we have Rafael to read the variable?
In algebra, letters are used to represent any number. These letters are Wyman.
Okay. Let us see if tama yung sagot. So, 2. It's negative 7. Sorry. Okay, it's negative 7 kasi 2y minus 7. Always, kapag it is negative, okay? And y.
Okay.
Another.
Okay.
4a plus 9. Jamila, what are the constants in here? 4 and 9. Okay, it's 4 and 9. Okay, very good, Jamila. Okay, Edward din. Greco, ano yung variables? Dito, ano yung letter? Ano? Pakiulit. Okay, it's letter A. Very good. What about Justine? In here, what are the constants? So there is a negative here. Negative?
Okay, so
The answer, Justin, is?
what?
What's the constants? The numbers?
Minus 6b. 6b.
Only the ano? Justin, only the number.
6b
Negative?
minus 6.
Negative 6 and
6 C and B.
3.
3.
Okay, what are the constants, Justin? Negative 6
B.
and Justin.
Negative 6
And 3.
and B.
Okay, so the constants, they are the numbers. Did you understand? Justin? Okay, what about the variable? Which one is the variable, Justin? The letter.
6.
It's
letter.
letter
B.
B.
Letter
Okay.
B.
Thank you, Justin. And Jim Rod, can you answer the next one? Term is?
A term is a combination of variables and numbers written as a product or quotient and not a sum or difference.
Okay, thank you, Borky. So, a term is a combination of variable and numbers or constant. So, magkasama na sila. Terms are separated by the symbols plus and minus. A term has two coefficients, the literal and the numerical. So, mamaya natin pag-aaralan yan. So, what is 2n plus 5? In here, 2n is the first term, okay? 2n, magkasama na. Kasi, it is separated by plus sign. So, this is 2n is the first term and the second term is 5. Did you understand? Everyone, iba siya sa variable at saka sa constant, okay? So, we have numerical and literal coefficients. GM, can you read the numerical?
Numerical coefficients. The number in term is called the numerical coefficient.
Okay, from the word number, numerical. So, that's it. And then, the literal coefficient, Edward.
The literal coefficient, the letter that represents a specific value is called literal coefficient.
Okay,
Yeah.
let us see the example here. So, 2n plus 5. So, in here, 2 is the numerical. Yes, Justin?
Okay. Numerical coefficient.
Okay, yes. So, the two numbers
Two
here
and
are the...
5.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. So, the two numbers here, 2 and 5, they are the numerical coefficients and the n is the literal coefficient. Naintindihan po? However, 2 and 5, they are constants and is a variable. So, what is exponent? Everyone knows what an exponent is? So, an exponent is a number that indicates the number of times or a variable or a number of times a variable or a number is used as a factor. So, for example, 2 raised to 3 is meaning it is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? 2 times 2 times 2. Y squared is y times y. Naintindihan po, everyone? Dali nga. Mukhang antok na tayong lahat. Let's have a short dance. Medyo maano tong natin. If it is, for example, 5 raised to 4. So, paano yan? So, that would be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Okay? Naintindihan po ba? Yes, Greco? I-multiply mo yan. So, 5 times 5 is? So, 5 times 5 is 25. Wag mong i-add. Tandaan nyo. So, 25 times 5 is 125. And 125 times 5 is 625. So, ganyan yan. You don't add. Okay? You multiply. Naintindihan po? For example, yung 2 raised to 3 equals 2 times 2 times 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4. And then 4 times 2 is 8. Naintindihan po ba? You don't add the number you are you don't add the factors, okay? You multiply it. Repeated multiplication by the number itself. And then, we also have a polynomial. Ano kaya ang polynomial? Can we hear Jamila's voice?
Polynomial can have constants, variables, and exponents that can be combined using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
Okay, thank you, Jamila. So, it can have constants, variables, and exponents. And it is combined by addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So, ang ibig sabihin ng polynomial, ilan ang term na nasa equation, okay? monomial. So the first one is monomial. Mono means 1, okay? Mono means 1. So, a polynomial with one term, a polynomial with one term is called monomial. Yes, Justin. So, for example, here it is 2x cubed. So, this is only one term. Mag-isa lang siya. Wala kang makikitang plus or minus. And then, a binomial is a polynomial with two terms. Okay? Two terms. A polynomial with two terms is called binomial. For example, 2x cubed plus y squared. So, meron tayong dalawang terms dito which is separated by plus. So, 2x cubed plus y squared. So, there are two terms. And then, the classification of polynomials, we also have trinomial. Ano ibig sabihin ng tri? It is 3. Okay. So, a polynomial with 3 terms is called trinomial. 3 terms. 3 terms. Let us see. 2x cubed plus y squared plus 3z. So, 2x cubed isa itong term, y squared another term, and 3z another term. Did you understand, everyone? Okay. So, when a polynomial has more than 3 terms, kapag more than 3 terms, we simply call it a polynomial. So, an example here, 2x squared plus y squared plus 3z plus 9. So, there are 4 terms. There are 4 terms in here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaya siya naging polynomial kasi there are 4 terms. So, let's have a review. Justin, if we only have 1 term, we call it monomial, binomial, or trinomial. 1 term only. Okay, it's monomial.
Yeah.
Very good, Justin. What about if we have 2 terms, GM?
2 terms means binomial.
Okay, binomial. What about if we have many terms? Edward, pag madaming terms.
Ako,
More than
polynomial.
Okay,
Trinomial.
because we simply call it Edward, you call it more than 4 terms.
Trinomial. I mean,
4.
polynomial.
Okay, a polynomial. And if we only have 3 terms, Greco, kapag 3 terms lang, okay, it's trinomial. Very good. So, we also have a degree of polynomial. So, naalala niyo pa ba, for polynomials in one variable, the degree of a term is the exponent on the variable. However, if the degree of a polynomial, kapag madaming terms, if there are many terms, more than 1 term, okay, in here, so we are going to identify, Justin, listen. So we are going to identify the constants, the variable, the exponent, exponents of the variable, the type of polynomial, and the degree. So in number 1, ito, a constants yung number lang, okay? The number only. So ito, and ito, isama niyo yung negative 2. Okay, so our constants here is 8 and negative 2. Intindihan po, 8 and negative 2. And then the variable, it is the letters. So that is x cubed and x. Ito sila, okay? Okay, and then what are the exponents of the variables? So yung exponents ng variables, yung mga exponent. So kung walang exponents, it means 1. So in here, our exponent is 3. Okay? So that is 3. And bakit 1? Kasi always remember, di ba, kapag walang exponent, ang ibig sabihin nun, ang exponent niya ay 1. Naintindihan? Justin, did you understand? And if there's no exponent,
Lalagay po yung 1
Okay, kaya 3 and... Yes, ilalagay niyo yung 1. Huwag niyong kakalimutan. And then, how many terms do we have here? Oopsie, ba't siya pumaba? How many terms do we have? O terms, it is separated by minus or plus. Right? So our terms here is 8x cubed and 2x. Okay, so ilan yung term natin? That is 1, 2. If we have 2 terms, the answer is binomial. Okay?
Binomial.
Okay, kasi we have 2 terms. And then, what is the highest degree? The degree of the exponent, tingnan yung exponents of the variable. Which is higher, 3 or 1? It is 3. Kaya ang degree of degree of our equation there is 3. Naintindihan po?
Opo.
Okay, sagutan muna natin yung 5a cube, yung next together. Let's answer this together.
Okay.
So 5a cube GM, what is a context clue? GM?
Context clue. Context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words.
So for example, meron kayong hindi naintindihan sa sentence, but using context clues or hints, you will understand the meaning of that specific word. Okay? So context clues are hints. Thank you, GM. Hints, tandaan nyo. So we have an example here. The speaker told an amusing anecdote about his dog. So what do you think is the meaning of the underlined word? So ano kaya ang meaning ng ng anecdote? Okay? Ano kaya meaning ng anecdote based sa nabasa niyong context clue, which is told? What is the meaning of it? Is it A, picture, or B, a story? Okay, Justin, so what's the meaning of anecdote? Picture or story?
The speaker told an missing anecdote.
About his
About
dog.
his
So
dog.
what is the meaning of anecdote? It is something that you tell. Is it picture
Picture.
or story?
Picture.
It is something that you tell to other people. Ano ba yung
Story.
kinikwento? Okay, Justin, it is the story because
Story.
story is something that we tell to other people and picture is something that we look at, right? Do you understand? So that is the meaning of anecdote based on the hints given in the sentence. Okay, thank you, Justin. So there are different types of context clues. So the first one is the definition or statement. So titingnan natin. So the meaning of the vocabulary word is in the sentence itself. Okay, the meaning of the vocabulary word is in the sentence itself. Usually following the vocabulary word. For example, Jack's duplicity caused him to steal his co-workers' pensions by funneling their money into an offshore account. So, duplicity. Ang hint natin dito is steal. So, ano kaya yung meaning niya? What do you think is the meaning of duplicity? Crafty dishonesty, kasi nagsisinungaling. Hindi siya, he is not honest, okay? Or, innocent honesty. So, what do you think? Stealing by not telling to his co-workmate. Okay, Rafael, what is the answer? Is it crafty dishonesty or innocent dishonesty?
Crafty dishonesty.
Okay, let us see if it is correct. Okay, crafty dishonesty. Thank you, Rafael. So, the meaning of duplicity is crafty dishonesty. Another is synonym. Who knows what the meaning of the synonym is? Okay, Jamila, ano ang sabihin ng synonym? Same word or opposite words? With the same meaning or the same opposite meaning? Synonyms.
Same meaning.
Okay, very good. Can you read, Jamila?
The sentence uses a similar word to explain them explain the meaning of their vocabulary word.
Okay, thank you, Jamila. So, synonym, the same meaning or similar word. Okay? So, let's have an example here. The baseball coach punished the team's duplicity or blank after they admitted to using steroids to boost their batting averages. So, steroids is a medicine, okay? That is prescribed by a doctor. Kailangan ng prescription para para inumin siya. If you don't have a prescription from the doctor, it is illegal, okay? So what do you think is the meaning of duplicity? Ano kaya yung synonym niya? Is it A, righteousness or pagiging mabuti, righteousness, yung palaging tama ang ginagawa mo? Or B, deceitfulness. Deceitfulness is deceiving others. Niloloko mo ang ibang tao. What do you think is the answer? GM, righteousness or deceitfulness?
Deceitfulness.
Okay, the answer is deceitfulness. Thank you. So yan. So, synonym, deceitfulness and duplicity. Example. This type of context clues uses examples to help the reader infer the meaning of the vocabulary word. So, in here, the example, you give examples to get the meaning. So, example, I was horrified at her duplicity when she stole my diamond earrings. So, she stole her diamond earrings, sold them, binenta niya, and lied to me about it the whole time. So, ano kaya continuously or all the time? What is that? Definition, synonym, or example?
Synonym.
Okay, it is synonym. Very good. Ito, another clue. If there is or in the sentence, it is or, meaning it is synonym, okay? Kapag nakita nyo yung or, synonym yung ginamit na context clue. Naintindihan po? Thumbs up if yes. Okay, if you see the or, meaning it is a synonym. Thank you, Justin. And then, next one, Greco. Many wild animals like rhinoceros, pangolin, and elephant are considered endangered because of loss of habitat. Okay, like, nagbigay siya ng mga animals. Dito. Ano yon?